One of the best things about being a car salesman is when you sell an aged unit and you get the cash-in fist bonus. Now, I recently earned one of these when I sold the 2017 Camaro that we still had on the lot that was brand new. And listen, it's not bad. You get $500 put in your hand in cash for selling a car that's been on the lot for quite a while. It's a great feeling. Now, you usually get those sort of bonuses when you sell something that is aged because the deal on that car is so good that you're not really making commission on it. The customer's getting all the benefit, which is perfect in that situation. And guess what? I'm sitting in another one right now. A 2017 Camaro SS convertible. So here's the thing. If you share this video in your forums, in your Facebook feed, YouTube, wherever you want to share it, and this car sells by me this month using the power of the internet and the power of social media, and if I can link it to you that you shared the video, and that's why the client's buying it, because they heard about it from you, I'm gonna give you a cash-in fist bonus of $300. Now, it'll probably be in the form of a check because that's just the way we have to do it here. But anyway, $300. I don't know why this car hasn't sold. It's absolutely beautiful. It's Summit White. It has the black interior. It is a 2017 Camaro convertible. It's a 2SS. This has the magnetic ride control. It does have the 8-inch MyLink touchscreen radio with navigation. It is the 8-speed automatic, which is a real fast shifting, very smooth transmission. We added to this vehicle the dual mode performance exhaust. It has the low gloss black 20-inch 5-spoke aluminum wheels, which look fantastic. And to those, we did add the black SS wheel caps. You also get the windscreen, so when the top is down, it goes behind you here, and it helps block the wind from the back. And we also added the battery protection package, which is basically a battery tender that you can plug in with a couple alligator clips, keep the battery charged in the winter, for instance, if you're not driving the car that much. So total MSRP on this vehicle is $54,495. Now, in the description, I put a link to our website, which shows the vehicle. There is a sale price there. Now, obviously, if this is a vehicle you're interested in, this is a vehicle they're very interested in selling, get in touch with me. I'm going to put the number on the screen here, 973-992-9100. Just ask for Dave B. Sells Chevy, and I'll get you the information, and let's see if we can put a deal together on this vehicle. As always, we're going to buckle up. Now, I say this on all my videos, I'm 6'5", okay? I have headroom. I have plenty of room for my legs. You know, there's a lot of adjustability on the seat. Of course, in this model, it's all power. You know, so definitely if you're a taller guy or gal, feel confident that you can fit in this and you can drive it. This is the 8-speed automatic. You have park, you have reverse, you have neutral, you have drive. Then you can kick over to the left and you have a Tiptronic where you can go up and down through the gears. You also have paddle shifters, and the paddles are on behind the wheel. So you have a upshift here and you have a downshift on the opposite side. So whatever your comfort level is when you're driving, you could use either the stick to the shifter to actually shift through your gears, or you can use the paddles, or you can just put it in drive and drive regular. On the steering wheel, 2SS, this has a heated wheel. You have your cruise control here. Opposite side, you have your Bluetooth controls, and then your driver information center, which is the screen up in the front. As you press down, you're gonna see all different vitals of the vehicle, you know, your fuel ranges and all that sort of stuff. There's a whole bunch of cool things, tire pressures. You go to the left, you have a performance section. You have your audio, your phone contacts, your nav, and then a couple options that you can change. We're gonna go to performance. And under performance, you have a couple of G-force meters. You have all your different temperatures and pressures and stuff like that. So just all the vitals of the vehicle are listed in that driver information center, which is just a lot of cool stuff you can thumb through while you're driving. While you're driving, you obviously always want your eyes on the road, right? So this vehicle does have a heads-up display, and I'm not sure if the GoPro is gonna be able to pick it up in here, but if I try to angle it right, you should see your speed and tachometer along the bottom of the screen there. So as I rev this engine, you'll see that linear tachometer fill up. And there's different pages of information that you can have on here, different layouts. It'll show your radio stations, your compass, stuff like that. Along the bottom here, all right, 2SS, you have cooled seats, heated seats. You do have dual zone climate. And then this is all your climate control buttons, where you want your air from, what direction the vents. You have a sync, which will sync driver and passenger together. Fan speed, and your front and rear defrost. Everything's really easy laid out. To change your temperature, you actually use the wheel here, the actual bezel for the vent, which is a pretty Pretty neat feature. Standard glove box. Of course, we have all the manuals and stuff like that. And inside here, you have some storage as well with your USB ports inside. Now, all that stuff is well and good, right? But the most important thing about this Camaro is the drive. It's a lot of fun. It sounds great. It's got a ton of performance, and we're going to take it out on the road right now. Now, it is a little cold out today. We're just hovering around 30 degrees. These tires are summer only, so you got to be a little careful in the colder weather until they get warmed up. You just got to kind of respect what you're in. You know, you're in a car with over 400 horsepower. You romp on the throttle, you're going to spin these wheels out super easy. Like I do on all my test drives, I take it down this bumpy road. The car handles very well, and what's great about this vehicle is the car handles very well with the top down. You know, usually convertibles, because the top is down, you get a lot of twisting action between, you know, the front and the rear. And they built these cars with such a rigid chassis and such a strong chassis that they could put a really great suspension system on it. This has that magnetic ride control. You know, it handles all the bumps very well. It handles outstanding and doesn't have a lot of body flex. Like, it really has a real tight, solid feel to the chassis. And it sounds outstanding. Now, right now, if you look on the bottom right-hand corner of that screen, it says TR with a little square. That just tells us we're in track mode. I'm gonna stop here for a second. Now, the mode button you have is right here, and this is gonna cycle you through different modes. So if you press up or down, it's gonna bring you from touring to sport to track to snow or ice. So those modes change not only the way the exhaust sounds, it changes the way the magnetic ride handles, it changes the stability track sensors, it changes the steering feel. It gives you 4 really dynamic changes on how this vehicle is gonna handle. The car really does sound great. Now, this one does have side blind zone alert in your mirrors. So if somebody is in your blind spot, it'll light up orange, which gives you that warning. The heated wheel feels fantastic. I'm loving that right now. All right, the tempting yield area onto the highway. This car just wants to get up and go. We're going to be very respectful of it due to the cold temperatures out, but that transmission just wants to take off. Now, you have the paddles on here. Right now I'm in drive. If I press my paddle on my left, which is a downshift, I'm going to see I'm in manual 7. I'm in 7th gear right now, and I can downshift to 6th. What this car does is it will engine rev match. So it's going to bring the RPMs right to where they need to be. And then once you go a while in drive without using the paddles, it actually just goes right back to drive. So you don't have to go into any kind of a manual mode. You can use the paddles, have some fun, do whatever you want to do. And then after you drive a number of, I don't know if it's time or if it's mileage, if it's time or if it's distance, but it will put you just back in regular drive. So you don't have to continually shift if you don't want to. Forgot to shift. The car handles so well. You know, if you haven't driven a Camaro, you got to get in one. Effortless to drive, amazing power, real nice tight steering. I'm currently in track mode. I'm going to shift it over to touring to see if I can feel any kind of a real difference. You know, a lot of the difference you'll feel is when you're really putting the car to the limit and really, you know, pushing it like on a track or something like that. But for normal driving, actually, I already feel like the steering wheel's a little looser than it just was in track mode. I'm gonna downshift into this corner. The downshifting is awesome. It's like, it sounds like when you're downshifting a manual transmission, you kind of blip the throttle to match the RPMs. The computer essentially does that for you. only bringing it up to about 3,000 RPMs. I'm at, you know, 50 miles an hour, which is the speed limit, 50, 55. But the amount of torque that this car has, it just wants to get up and go. I recently posted a video that I found, and I found it on my computer, my old laptop. It was from a ride and drive event that we did a couple years ago up in Monticello, I believe, New York, where they put us in a Camaro SS just like this. It was a coupe with a professional driver, and I'm in the passenger seat. And I tell you what, it's amazing what this car, 100% stock, can do. I mean, we were on stock tires, everything, and it doesn't really seem fast when you watch the video, but let me tell you, I'm holding on for dear life when I was in that car. I think it was at about a minute in, we're going into a turn, you know, we're hitting 108, 109 miles an hour, about to go into a turn, and you know, last minute, slams on the brakes to slow down fast and then guns it through the corner. Handled it amazingly. Again, cold temperatures then, it was sliding around all over the place, but really, really, really impressive. Wow, that car sounds great. I don't know if you can hear the exhaust inside the car with the GoPro, but it does sound awesome. This is that dual mode exhaust, so depending on what drive mode you're in, you will get different sound out of it. Let's go back into track mode. Yeah, you immediately hear a difference. Ooh, it wants to go so bad. We're back at the store. Thank you very much for coming along with me on this ride. I hope you take advantage of this little attempt to make a couple bucks. $300 if you refer someone who buys the car. I'd appreciate the help. I know the dealership would appreciate the help. And I know you'd appreciate $300 in your pocket. So let's get it done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Have a great day.